Alright. So this is our internet safety game. We are going over standard 2B, that students engage in positive, safe, legal, and ethical behavior when using technology, including social interactions online or when using a network device.
By the end of the game, students should be able to differentiate between safe and unsafe internet combos, as well as be able to answer math and grammar review questions easily.
So the basic setup of the game is a trail that you go along. There's little squares for you to put our little stacks of cards with questions on them. So the first one is the black cards, and everyone picks one of these before they go, and they're the internet safety questions, and it asks a question like, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? And when you answer that, you have to answer whether or not it would be safe for you to answer that from a stranger online.
And then there's a red square that you put the red cards on top of, and these are different grammar questions. So, for example, this one says, what is the noun of the sentence? The dog ran so fast. So then whoever picked that up would have to decide what the noun of. And you only pick up a red card if you land on a red tile after you roll your dice.
And the same with the yellow cards. These are math questions aimed at second graders, so they're along with that standard.
And then the pink ones are QR codes. So every card has a QR code on it, but then also underneath it, if you can see, it says answer and then it has a number. So after you scan the QR code, this one says answer number 10. So you'd answer the number 10 that's on the screen. And then that's the only one that you have to answer for that. And that's going to go in the pink square.
And so with all of these, we have answer cards that go with them and answers. So at the bottom of all of the cards, there's a little number in the corner that says, like this one says 9. And so we have the answers printed out on like answer cards that would go up in this square.
The answer cards should only be used if none of the players of the game can figure out what the answer is to the question. So to start, each player will get a different colored frog. You can play 2 to 4 players. I'll be blue and Kelly will be pink, or Kelly will be yellow. And so they're both going to start at the start spot. And then each player will roll their dice to see who has your number.
So she got 6 and I got 2.
So I'm going to go first. So before you do anything, when it's your turn, you're going to pick up a black card and read it out loud. Where do your parents work? I would say that is an unsafe question to answer to a stranger online, and then I'd ask my partner if they thought,
and I would agree.
And then if you both agree, then you're more than likely correct, so then you will roll a dice. But if you are incorrect, and or if you can't figure it out, and if you have to look it up on your card, then you're just going to stay where you are. But if you answer it correctly, then you'll roll the dice again. I got 4, so go 1, 2, 3, 4. I landed on a yellow, so I'm going to pick up a yellow card, which is math, and it says, how many inches are in a foot? So let's say 12, and then I'd ask Kelly, is that correct?
It is.
So then I'm going to stay on the yellow tile that I landed on. But if I were to get it right, let's say I said 10, and Kelly said
no,
then I'd have to go back to where I originally was before I rolled the dice. And if you land on a black tile, if you can kind of see they have the funky little shapes on them, then you don't have to pick up a card at all.
And then you just continue playing, and everyone picks up cards as they go until you hit the finish square, and whoever hits finish first wins.
Yep.
So there you go.